Have you ever felt that almost uncontrollable urge to run away from exactly what, deep down, you knew was right? Not for lack of faith, but out of fear of the burden that would place on you. Jonas felt this with complete intensity. God did not speak vaguely. It was not symbolic. It was not subjective. The call was direct, clear, and non-negotiable. Arise, go to Nineveh, that great city, and cry out against it. It was a spiritual, moral, and historical mission, and Jonah's response was neither prayer nor questioning. It was flight. He ran in the opposite direction. He bought a ticket to Tarshish. He paid to turn away from God's will. And here's a point that's rarely discussed. Jonah didn't run away because he didn't believe in God. He ran away because he believed too much. I knew that God was merciful. He knew that if Nineveh repented, God would forgive them, and that deeply wounded his sense of justice. Sometimes we don't run away from the calling because it's difficult. We run away because he confronts our unresolved emotions. If at any point you felt that God has already asked something of you, a change, a decision, a stance, and you've been putting it off, watch this video now and subscribe to the channel. And write in the comments, honestly, is there something about God that I've been avoiding? This question could be the start of a turning point. Why would an experienced prophet run away from such a clear calling? Jonas was not afraid of the mission itself. He was conflicted about the outcome. Nineveh was violent, cruel, and an enemy of Israel. Psychologically, Jonas harbored anger, historical resentment, and a rigid sense of moral entitlement. Here, a unique and profound point emerges. Jonah didn't want God to be merciful to those he felt didn't deserve mercy. This reveals a common human conflict. We want God's grace for ourselves, but harsh justice for others. When Jonah flees, he goes down. Go down to the port. Get off the ship. Go down to the basement. The Bible doesn't narrate this by chance. Every spiritual escape is an inner descent. Psychologically, it's the classic avoidance tactic. When we don't deal with difficult emotions, we descend into distractions, occupations, and emotional numbing. While Jonah sleeps in the cellar, the storm breaks out. And here's a crucial point. The storm doesn't wake Jonah first. It hits those around him. Sailors panic. They throw cargo away. They cry out to gods who do not answer. Personal escape always has a collective impact. Psychologically, when someone avoids deep responsibilities, others end up paying the price. Family, work, relationships. The storm is not blind punishment. It is a moral and spiritual warning. When Jonah takes over, I fear the Lord and I am fleeing from him, he does something rare and healing. Take responsibility. This is the first step in any true restoration. Jonah is thrown into the sea, and then comes the big fish. Many see this as a punishment, but the text shows something else: strict protection. The fish isn't the end of the world, that's the limit. God creates a space where Jonah cannot escape, get distracted, or negotiate with himself. Psychologically, this womb represents moments in life when we are forced to stop: an emotional breakdown, a financial crisis, a loss, an exhaustion. Not to destroy us, but to align us. Inside the fish, Jonah prays, and for the first time, he doesn't ask to leave. He acknowledges salvation belongs to the Lord. This is true surrender. Jonah's story reveals an uncomfortable truth. God's calling doesn't expire with time. It only becomes more costly when ignored. Straight to Nineveh, or storm, guilt, collapse, and womb. God did not give up on Jonah, but he didn't spare the process either. Psychologically, confronting the situation is always less painful than running away for years. Spiritually, when Jonah finally obeys, something extraordinary happens. Nineveh repents. An entire city changes course. It was never just Jonas that was at stake. It was the fate of many. If today you feel like you're in a belly of a fish, confused, stuck, or forced to stop, don't ignore it. Ask honestly, what am I running away from? 3 simple steps now. Write in the comments, I no longer want to run away from what God has in store for me. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. The next video will be about 5 signs that you're running away from your calling. Check the link in the description for a practical guide to aligning your decisions with God's will. Jonah only lived out his purpose when he stopped rowing against the current. Your try can change not just your story, but the stories of many others. Grace, clarity, and courage on your path. See you in the next video. Grace and peace.